Well, no mai, haere mai, and welcome on in to Endeavour Park in Wellington for this round 4 fixture of the National League for what is a fascinating matchup as we approach the halfway stage in this quickfire competition for national footballing supremacy. Two teams that many are peaking are capable of going all the way, meeting for the first time in a long time. Top of the table, Birkenhead United playing third place and rising Wellington Olympic, the Central League champions, and what could be an early decider for who stakes their claim for the top two. I'm Sean Hogan, your commentator for the 90 minutes today. Each side has taken it to their superior resourced and clear favourites Auckland City already this season, and you feel 3 points for either side here would leave the other as part of a chasing pack. Let's look at the teams for today. And the away side, the Travellers name an unchanged 11 from last week's pulsating draw with Auckland City. Silvio Roddick will stand strong between the sticks. Forrester, Boddicker and Hobson will aim to stop the attacking edge of Wellington Olympic from the back. Jorgensen and Piper will look to move the ball quickly to their wingers Woods and McKenzie. Captain Sam Burfitt will look to stride forward and provide chances up front for Schnell and Hughes, who will look to bulge the net of the best defence in the league. Paul Hobson, the experienced coach on the sideline, and a substitute bench of O'Leary, Crom, Palmer and Wilson. Let's go to the home team now, and a major injury in midweek sees captain Ben Mata out of the matchday squad. But what a timely return for All White and former Wellington Phoenix defender Justin Gully to the side to take his spot in the back three. Pelezovic is expected to move into the vacant centre-back position, while Demaido's impressive nulling of Kashmir Tech's attack keeps him in defence. An unchanged midfield sees Jack Henry Sinclair bombing down the right in fiery form, but Jonty Rubis will provide a similar threat on the left. Davenport Peterson and Hale Merriam will look to control possession in the midfield, as they did all last week in Christchurch. Caelan Gould comes off the bench and into the starting 11 for Connor Gall to combine with the creative Jesse Randall, who will both look to feed the hungry for more leading goal scorer Gianni Bazoukas. Lucas Halikas and Jagger Scott Greenfield come into the match day squad due to the absent players in the Napier under-19 tournament. Rupert Kemmies, the coach for Wellington Olympic. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Porirua as the teams line up. We've got blue skies, sunshine, 17 degrees, a light breeze across the turf, but a luscious bit of grass to play some pulsating football this afternoon. The referees you can see on your screen there in the dazzling pink. Corey Mills from Auckland, and Gareth Sheehan and Russell Jones will man the sidelines with their flags. Sean O'Reilly, the fourth official, expected to take the heat from both coaches this afternoon. Here's your standing captain for Olympic on the left there, Justin Gully, who's returned from a holiday in the Cook Islands. Timely for the injury to Ben Mata, and Sam Burfitt there, the attacking force and heart of Birkenhead's attack. Scorer of the goal against Auckland City early last week. They'll be hoping to make the same fast start here at Endeavour Park today. The two teams just changing sides here to set up. Wellington Olympic there in the blue, and Birkenhead United in their traditional red and white kit. Birkenhead coming away probably disappointed, you would say, from their 2-2 draw with Auckland City last week, considering they were up 2-0 and up a man after captain Cam Howison was sent off for Auckland City, but it seemed to bring them to light and they were able to pull back 2 goals to keep it a point each, a result that Olympic would have been watching closely as they looked to keep in touch with the top 2. So this game really, you feel, is a big one. Wellington Olympic just taking their time, Birkenhead ready to go. They'll look to start fast as they did against Auckland City, pulling a goal, or going up a goal rather, in the early 5 minutes when they pressed Auckland City and caught them on the break. Wellington Olympic will surely play their way, getting the balls to their wingers and their front tens of Jesse Randall and Caelan Gould, who look to create havoc in the box and try feed that man, the number 10 on screen in blue, Gianni Bazoukas, who leads the National League competition with 4 goals. We're underway here at Endeavour Park. The long ball early from Birkenhead, looking to get the territory they need to start the press against Olympic. Here's Demaido, who's fed the ball to the Birkenhead player who can't quite bring it under control. An early bit of pressure created by the left centre-back who slotted in from the right-hand side last week and provided a stable base for Olympic to attack from yesterday. But they're under a bit of early pressure here, and this is number 16, Dylan Hobson, who looks to put the ball in the box, but it's gobbled up by Scott Basile in goal, who will look to just calm things down and get Olympic on the ball. First touch for Justin Gully, who takes the captain's armband today after that major injury to Ben Mata in the week. I understand he went innocuously up for a high ball at training and pulled a hamstring. It's not expected to keep him out for too long, but it does keep him out of this big matchup, which he'll be gutted about. Here's Jack Henry Sinclair looking to work his magic early. Finds Randall, who shapes past his defender and breaks away. He feeds Jonty Rubis on the right-hand side, who slots it in early. And the early goal from Wellington Olympic inside 2 minutes puts them on the front foot. And the dream start for the men in blue. Jonty Rubis clinical in his finish after a brilliant turn from Jesse Randall, and that's what this side can do to you. They are ruthless. 1-0 Wellington Olympic at Endeavour Park. Well, the transition in play was just sublime. Jesse Randall turning his defender, creating the space, opening it up for the advancing Rubis on the left-hand side, and he calmly slotted it past a hapless Roddick. Birkenhead will be shell-shocked here. What a start for Wellington Olympic. They are in some form at the moment. Well, Birkenhead now have an opportunity to try hit back straight away. But you have to say, I don't think they would have expected Olympic to score this early. Dylan Hobson on the ball, looking to put it into the tall timber in the box. They'll have to have their wits about them here, Olympic. The delivery's at the back post, and it's a good one, but the header just goes over the bar. I think the better option might have been to loop that back across the face of the goal onto another Birkenhead head, but not to be. We're talking to coach Paul Hobson in the week. He spoke about how Olympic were one of the more ruthless sides in the competition. I think those words seem very true early on here. As Randall's on the ball again and away from his defender, charging into the box as he did all last week. And it's a case of just getting rid by Birkenhead United. Fast start here by the Greeks. It's Bazoukas turning his man easily. Al Merriam. Birkenhead can look to break away. That's Schnell on the ball, but it's snuffed out by Pelezovic, and that's a big challenge from Nicholas Forrester on Caelan Gould, and the ref just has a word to him. Plays for a card early on by Wellington Olympic. Justin Gully's come all the way out of his centre-back position to have a word to the referee to make his View's clear, but no card early from the referee. So we just approached 5 minutes.
3, 2, 1 now.
Jack Henry Sinclair gets the ball in, but it's cleared away by Birkenhead. Fantastic start to the game here. It sees Birkenhead need to chase the game early on. But Olympic won't be resting on this 1-goal lead. They'll be looking to take it further from the get-go. Roddick under a bit of pressure there by Bazookas and forced to clear it. Rubis can link up with Randall. Randall again left a bit of space and he can feed Rubis on the left-hand side. He puts the ball across goal. It's cleared away by Birkenhead defence. Early pressure here from Olympic, wanting to make sure they're down in their own attacking half. And they'll have a chance for a corner here. Well, Olympic will be missing the big man of Ben Mutter, the man they called the clock tower in the box today, but Rupert Kemes has full faith in Alex Pelezovic to take up that centre-back role as the ball comes in from Henry Sinclair, but it floats out harmlessly. And Birkenhead can breathe a sigh of relief as they've been put under the cosh early doors. Bazookas coming out from his striker position to get a touch on the ball. Demido pushing past, showing his strength there, looking to feed the overlapping run of Roibus, but it's tidied up well by Forrester. And toward Davenport, Peterson breezing past and keeping it calm in midfield here. Gully inserts his run forward, he's still going. Gully feeds to Bazookas, who just can't get on the end of it. Roddick will look to get the ball moving. Errant pass there from Birkenhead, just looking to force it a bit too hard here. McKenzie couldn't get that under control before it went out. Well, Birkenhead will be up against it now. Olympic only conceding 2 goals in the round 1 fixture against Auckland City. So they're a tough defence to break down. Quality all around the back. Here's number 23, Curtis Hughes, driving into the box. He's gone down under a challenge from Demido, but the ref says nothing giving, despite the pleas of Captain Sam Burfoot in the box. Demido taking that left centre-back role after being on the right-hand side last week. Versatile player, though. Will be up for the challenge. Here's the ball in from Birkenhead, looking to get a head on it. Falls nicely. The snapshot just goes over the bar and doesn't trouble Vasile. Fell nicely to the Birkenhead player there, but unable to keep it down to trouble the keeper. After a good delivery into the box. Gould holding up the ball well, but losing out to Burfoot. Parked up on the left wing there. Looks to get the ball in, but deflection goes into the hands of the oncoming Basley. He's got a massive punt on him. And here it is on full display. Can't find a blue shirt, though. And Birkenhead can push forward, and Schnell's lashed onto that long ball. But Pelezovic comes in from centre-back to deflect the ball wide for another Birkenhead corner. Dylan Hobson strolling forward to take this one. We'll be looking to match his delivery from the last one. Hobson towards the near post, but floats out onto the roof of the net. Randall dropping deep. Get some time on the ball, and the long ball to no one sees a chance for Dino Boddicker to have some time on the ball. This is a young Birkenhead side. Only 2 players in the starting 11 over the age of 23. Bazookas is taken in the challenge, but he's managed to get the ball away to Sinclair, who can drive into the box and look to put it across, but it's intercepted by a Birkenhead defender, and it goes out for a corner. Bazookas was really collected in that challenge late by the defender, and referee Chris Mills looks to have a word with Boddicker about the challenge. Bazookas was back on his feet and making his way into the box, pleading with the referee that perhaps a card should have been shown, but nothing doing. And Kaylin Gould now stands over the ball. What's his delivery like? It's into the back post, and Roddick couldn't claim it in the air. It was left sprawling, but there was no Olympic player at the back post to make anything of the ball. The young Birkenhead side now with having to defend again after going down early from that lovely goal from Rubis, who's on the ball now. He puts the ball in. Falls to Randall at the edge of the box, who's got time and looks to curl it past Roddick. But it just goes wide, the right-hand side of the post. That looked to be going in, and I think a lot of the Olympic players thought so too. A beautiful bit of touch and control and time to almost place the ball in the corner there. Birkenhead launched the ball long. There's Roibus, been busy early. Maintained strong with 3 Birkenhead defenders around it, but Corbin Piper can now stroll forward. He's won the foul. Big figure, Corbin Piper, only 20 years old, but you can't miss him with that here. And that stature will be a handful for Davenport Peterson and Hale Marion to handle throughout the afternoon. What's the delivery like? Fumbled by Basile, who puts his hand up in acknowledgement of the mistake, and it's given a corner and a chance here for Birkenhead to get back on level pegging. Both sides looking to play the game in each other's attacking half. Long balls going forward early. We know how quickly Olympic can move on the break, so Birkenhead will have to be wary here. First, let's look at the delivery, which is good into the back post, but no Birkenhead player can latch on it early, and here's Jorgensen looking to get past Demaido. He manages to get a touch on it. Fall for another corner for Birkenhead United. Short corner looked to be on for a second there, but Birkenhead weren't quick enough, and are happy for Hobson to deliver the ball. Goes to the back post again, and Piper looks to get up on over the top of it, but couldn't get there, and now Gould can break. Gets it past one and sees Randall in the middle. Can't find him on the first. And switches onto the left to the overhead ball, and Randall's latched onto it. He Can he check back and get a shot away? But it's calmly handled by the Birkenhead defence. Just seemed a bit caught in two minds there, Jesse Randall, of what to do. He's usually so good in those situations. The Maidos come forward and won a foul. Put the pressure right back on Birkenhead. See, that's how quickly Olympic can move up the field. You saw with just the clearance up to Gould, who was able to find Randall when they were inside Birkenhead's box within a couple of seconds. They'll have to be wary of that throughout the next 75 minutes of this one. Randall over the ball now. Looking to find the head of Davenport Peterson, who's made the run to the back post. Just goes over the top of it and claimed by Roddick. Strong challenge by Piper, who's collected, but the referee plays on and he's able to put the ball over the top. Snell putting the pressure on Gully, who's calm and composed, and finds Gould. Uses his strength. He won't be pushed off the ball, but he's only managed to find number 20, Cameron McKenzie, who's taken on the foul. And another good position for Birkenhead. Some strong early challenges coming in early, but so far the referee's kept his cards in his pocket. Imagine if it keeps up, though, he won't be taking any prisoners. He won't be afraid to brandish a yellow. This game gets out of hand. There'll be a lot of feeling in this one. The two teams will know what's at stake, what with only 9 rounds in this competition. A win for either side here. For Olympic, will take them top, momentarily at least. Birkenhead put pressure on Auckland City. Standing over the ball, it looks like he's shaping for a shot, and he does, but it falls straight into the brick basket. Basile gets the ball moving quickly out to Sinclair. Looking for runners of Gould, Randall, Bazookas. An attack that could make any defence in this league worried. Elezovic just leaving the ball behind Demiro, who has a bit of work to do. He almost plays the territory game and puts Birkenhead into their own defensive third. It says play out if you can.
Hey, Daddy, stick your face. Good job.
Gould latches onto the loose ball. Looks to find a run. Forrester. Gully using his strength on Snell. Coming away with it and surrounded by 4 red and white shirts, but he's able to get it out to Demiro. Randall back helping. Demiro looking to find the run of Roibus. Pipers across to win the ball, and looks to be the throw, much to the disgust of the Olympic bench. Elezovic looked to have fouled Hughes there. Strong challenges, just disrupting the flow of this game a little bit, but providing a lot of opportunity at set piece time as Dylan Hobson stands over this one. Birkenhead so far not really able to trouble Basile. What can they produce here? Basile's claimed under the top. Under a strong challenge, but makes amends for the error earlier by holding on to this one. Looks immediately to Sinclair to break out. Gould. Always looking to turn away and give himself some space to find a ball. Backs himself. Maido urging Roibus on the left to go forward more. Left it short a bit to Hale Merriam, but he's able to find the space and flick it out to Gully. Gould and Sinclair swap. Sinclair can lurk on the line of Birkenhead defence. Maido now going on a little run, finding a combination of Roibus and Randall. Loose pass there by Hale Merriam, just looking to force the issue. The ball wasn't on. Birkenhead can now look to control the game. Bodka. Press from Olympic almost working there, but Hale Merriam couldn't get his head into an Olympic player. Davenport Peterson gobble it up. Sinclair looking to turn Woods there, but Woods staying strong and forcing the ball out for a throw. Poor touch for Bazookas, sees the ball fall to Birkenhead, but ball over the top, just a little too far ahead of the strikers, and Basile's quick out to claim it. Maido, another great ball, finds Roibus, who looks to find Bazookas, but it just clips the back of his heels and he can't run onto it. It's reset it, and Gould looks to find Roibus at the back post. His ball back across the area isn't good enough to find a blue shirt. Hale Merriam slipping it through the legs of Jorgensen, and Gould can look to find some space. Looked to be shaping for a long-range strike there, but it wasn't on. The Greeks look to build again. Sinclair finding Gould again, who puts the ball long for him to chase, and he's got there with his speed, and he puts the ball across, and it's cleared away by the Birkenhead defence. He's now asking for a bit of advice for his coach and wanting, I think, to push Corbin Piper on, that is. Looking for a bit of tactical advice there. An early switch by Birkenhead to try and get themselves back into the game, but they've got a corner to deal with first, with Gould standing over the ball. Davenport Peterson making a run to the near post, but it goes to the back and it falls to Hale Merriam, who couldn't get a shot in to the keeper, and it's cleared away by Birkenhead. Bit of a scramble in the goal mouth there, and wouldn't fall kindly for Hale Merriam to be able to put it past Roddick. Another dangerous corner and chance for Olympic to extend their lead. Randall strong on the ball there against Jorgensen. He gets back to his feet a bit ginger. 19-year-old of Randall. Strong frame. Bazooka's getting a bit of attention from the number 12.
Come on, Jotty!
Press from Randall, just almost giving Olympic another chance here, but now the midfield of Birkenhead can get the ball moving. Burford looks over the top. Just try find McKenzie on the right-hand side there, but unable to pick him out. Here he is, the left midfielder on the ball. The right midfielder today. Played in the Central League with North Wellington, so he'll know Olympic well. Spent time down at Southern United, where he learned from the likes of Garvin Coughlin and Joel Stevens, out of the Olay Academy as well. Tonight, looking for Gould. Can win the ball and find Sinclair. Hurdles a strong challenge. Both sides not afraid to go to ground in attempts to win the ball. They'll have to be careful. A good crowd turning out here at Denver Park. It's not Olympic's normal home venue. They're usually based at the AstroTurf at Wakefield Park in Berhampore. It's currently being relayed, so they have the opportunity to play on grass here, which they say they're loving. This time of year when the weather heats up, Rupert Kemmies was saying that it gets a bit sticky, so it's much better to play out on the lovely facilities at Endeavour Park, where a good crowd's turned out to watch this big clash in the National League in round 4. It's the big frame of Forrester pushing forward, and ball just getting in front of him there, and goes in strongly on Gully, and that's the first yellow card of this fixture. And based on some of the challenges we've had so far, I'm not sure it's going to be the last.
Hey, Pete! Ready to get on the ball.
Yeah, goal, Marco.
On the move, don't they? Sorry.
Basile able to use that big boot of him to get it upfield, to try put some pressure into the Birkenhead defence, and Olympic win the second ball and are able to get working. But a press from Birkenhead. Burford goes for the shot to try and catch Basile off his line. But ambitious there. And the keeper's able to claim it easily. Sinclair finding the run on the right-hand side of Gould, who uses his pace and strength to try to get past Forrester, who has to be careful now that he's picked up that yellow card. But the ball falls safely into the hands of Roddick. You have to say Roddick kept Birkenhead probably in that game last weekend after Auckland City seemed to be able to ignite themselves after going down to 10 men, and from there scored 2 goals to take a point away from it. But some of the saves that Roddick was making, just sublime. 35-year-old from Croatia. He's been out in New Zealand for about 6 years now, over 150 appearances in the top Croatian and Polish leagues. He's a good keeper. At 35, you think he's got a few more years ahead of him. Hail Marion finding Randall. Attracting a lot of attention from Piper, but Randall's got a bit of space now to jump over the challenge and find Sinclair on the right-hand side. It was collected late through the challenge of Jorgensen, and Olympic now have a great chance here from a good position. I think Olympic will feel aggrieved that some of these challenges from Birkenhead are coming in a tad late. Whilst it seemed they won the ball there, I think the extra oomph in the challenge probably wasn't needed. Referee Corey Mills just having a chat with both Jorgensen and Captain Sam Burford to let them know what he expects. Caelan Gould can now eye this one up. Left foot. Doesn't look like he's going for anything less than a shot. Roddick setting up his, looks to be a 4-man wall. No draft excluder. And a long run up from Gould. Here he is, Gould. He goes low. And the wall does its job. Now they can break. Gould, after smashing that free kick against the wall, is able to get back and put the ball out for a throw. Woods, Forrester, Boddicker, Burford. Burford wanting to get some more touches on the ball. Been out of the game a little bit so far. Coming back into the defence to try and get the radar going. Burford looking over the top for Woods. What appeared to be a deflection there, but came off the Birkenhead left winger and out for a goal kick. Hail Marion just gets in a bit of trouble here. Piper. Here's Burford. Hobson. Turned 21 this week. Great birthday present of Mark and Jesse Randall and Jonty Rubis on the left-hand side as Gould looks to find Randall, who's in some space again. His touch is quite heavy and takes him to the byline. Checks across and goes for the shot into the roof of the net and blazes it wide. And that's a let-off for Birkenhead United, you have to think. In that position, Randall would expect himself, and the whole team would have expected him to do much better. See, he's a bit dejected with his effort. 10 minutes to go before half-time. You would have expected him to potentially make it 2-0 there. But he's back on the press and putting the pressure on again. It's just that ability of Olympic to find the space in the midfield and find a raking ball to one of their runners, either on the left or right-hand side. It just carves up defences. It's Mackenzie. Bertha. And Myro looking to try and intercept that ball. Robus is probably as far back as he's been all game. Puts the ball out. Kenzie's touch can't find a Birkenhead player, and it falls to Bazookas, who holds the ball up well. Hale Marion looks to launch it over the top for Randall to chase. Here's Bazookas again, whose nice turn finds Gould. And Sinclair was charging forward, but the pass wasn't good enough. Jackson Wood in a battle with Sinclair there, who ultimately fouls him. He's done well. Jackson Woods and Nicholas Forrester are going to have their work cut out for them on that left-hand side today, with the informed Jack Henry Sinclair. Scored 2 and assisted the other against Kashmir Teg, taking his total to 3 goals and 3 assists. Really is a stunning piece of quality in this league. His trial with the Knicks didn't quite work out this season, but being in that environment will have done him a world of good to show him what he needs to do more in order to make a breakthrough. But Olympic will be happy to still have his services as they look to fight for this National League title. Burford looks to move the ball long to Schnell, who looks to get past Pelezovic, who's unhappy with the shoving. We apologise for some of the language that might come in over the comms here. Lovely touch from Randall, finds Bazookas, who can now charge into a bit of space and see Sinclair out on the right. Cuts inside. Bazookas drifts wide. Enters the box now. Him and Gould looking to combine. Birkenhead force the ball back. Mido looks to find one of the left wingers of Roibus and Randall, and that's a great ball by Roibus to Randall, who's now in the box and check away. Looks to link up with Bazookas, but ball's intercepted by Botica. It was a lovely bit of play there from Olympic. They look for their second goal. Passing ability of that back 3, as well as 2 midfielders, Hale Marion and Davenport Peterson, is really such a threat from the back. You kind of feel like all 5 of them could shape up in any one of those positions and do a job. Hale Marion's put in a risky ball to Basile, who has to just clear. Schnell sniffing around. New Zealand under 23. The Olympic representative. And part of the Waitakere United system. He scored 11 goals for them, along with 5 goals in the Northern League this season. He's got 2 goals so far. Jorgensen to try slip the ball through to one of the top 2. Schnell Hughes, but Burfoot just collects Gully there. He takes the foot off the accelerator for Birkenhead. Piper now with a bit of time to pick his pass. Elizovic comes across. Set up, good work from Hobson to keep the ball in. He's almost able to find a red and white shirt. Olympic defenders just always sniffing around, looking to find a loose ball that they can get onto. Almerian does a bit of hard work down in the corner flag to win it back. Finds Bazookas. Just a bit of afters there from a few of the midfielders. Davenport, Peterson and Piper just clashing there. You can feel that there is something on this game. 4 minutes to go before the break, and Olympic will be hoping to potentially take another goal into the second half. They'll probably feel they're worth 2-0. Birkenhead will probably feel if they can stay in this match as long as possible, they'll be able to pip a goal or get a chance eventually. Bazookas now driving into the box, but just leaves the ball behind. Randall's able to collect a loose ball, but Piper is able to make up for the mistake, and Schnell sends Hughes on his way. Gully's across. A lovely flick by Rivers to find Randall, but he can't do the same. Pass Burfoot. Him and Bazookas are harrowing Hobson with the ball on the one out. He's not done either. Looked to be holding Bazookas there, but nothing doing. You can see the frustration from Bazookas, who's garnered a lot of attention so far in that holding striker role. You have to feel there was clearly a bit of holding there from Hobson as he looked to win the ball back, but referee Mills didn't see it that way. Bazookas again coming into midfield to find the ball, but Schnell's latched onto it now. The shot clatters into Gully. He believes he was fouled, but again, nothing given by referee Corey Mills. Birkenhead have a corner now with 2 minutes to go until the break. Boddicker in the box there. Be looking to add to his 1 goal so far this season. A bit of a mismatch with Sinclair. He gets away from him. Gets his head slightly on it. It is Burfoot. He skies it over the top. Fell kindly to him there, but just wasn't able to get the purchase right on it. And another let-off for Olympic. We'll probably be looking just to see this one out to get into the sheds. Basilay pumps it forward, snuffed out again by Piper. Breezes past Hail Mary and the flowing locks in the air. He finds Jorgensen, who looks to be shaping, but Sinclair works hard back to disrupt the play, and Davenport Peterson gets the ball away. Now here's Forrester, looking to move past Sinclair. Birkenhead looking to get some chances, and they're into the box, and just a mix-up of legs there. Sees, I believe, Bodika unable to get a shot away. Robus wins the second ball. Looks to get past a swarm of red and white shirts. McKenzie tries to thread the ball to Hughes, who's pushed off the ball by DeMido. Into the last minute here at Endeavour Park in this first half, and what's been an intriguing matchup between these two sides who are looking to stake their claim as one of the favourites for the top two. And there is the final whistle, the last play of the half. Basilay pumping it long, and Corey Mills says it's time to head into the sheds at halftime here. We're a fast start by Wellington Olympic, and a slotted goal into the back of the net by Jonte Rubis sees Wellington Olympic lead Birkenhead United 1-0 at Endeavour Park. We're going to take a short break here and come back with the second half here on Sky Sport.
At Ford, we're always looking towards the future. So while we're proud of our range of vehicles, we're even prouder of being the first company to support not only the football ferns, but the next generation. And the legends we grew up wanting to be.
sure you're online, mate? Are you sure you're online?
Visitors Birkenhead United. Number 1, Sylvia Woodick. Number 3, Jackson Woods. Number 4, Dino Botica. Number 8, Luke Jorgensen. Number 9, Dane Schnell. Number 10, Sam Burfoot. Number 16, Dylan Hobson. Number 17, Corbin Piper. Number 20, Cameron McIntosh. Number 23, Curtis Hughes. Number 25, Nicholas Carson. Substitute, number 2, Hamilton O'Leary. Number 5, Andrew Crowe. Number 6.
Well, welcome back here to Endeavour Park for this second half of this big National League match between Wellington Olympic and Birkenhead United. A super fast start from Olympic, and left back Jonty Roibus saw them go up 1-0 inside 2 minutes of this clash. Since then, it's been an intriguing game with no love lost between both sides as challenges have been coming in thick and fast. So far, the referee's only given out 1 card so far, a yellow to Nicholas Forrester at left back. Crowd settling in after a pie and a pint into the second half of this one, which guarantees to be a good matchup as Domaido has an early bit of space to charge forward and finds the goal scorer Roibus out on the left-hand side.
Wellington Olympic 1, Birkenhead United 0, a goal in the second minute for Jonty Roibus.
There is the goal scorer again, and it looks like we're going to have the same story in the second half, but the referee, Corey Mills, not afraid to get the yellow card early on, out early, and it looks like could have been Corbin Piper who picked that one up. Well, after showing a lot of restraint in the first half, keeping his cards in his pocket, Corey Mills has decided that he's going to set the tone early. Caelan Gould has a chance to deliver the ball early. Just scuffs it, but almost finds Randall. Was able to turn and shoot, but wasn't able to get the shot away. Another strong challenge through the back of Schnell by Sinclair. Birkenhead had a lot of set-piece chances in the first half, but none really able to trouble Scott Basselet in goal for Olympic. Be looking to get the ball moving a bit more on the ground, you'd think, to try and unleash Schnell and Hughes. Sinclair is able to find Gould, who puts in a lovely ball across to Randall, who has an early shot, but it's saved by Roddick, who goes low to the ground to keep it out, and that's a good chance early for Olympic. Again, a fast start by the Greeks. Caelan Gould just able to check his defender and put in another lovely ball to find the feet of Randall, who shot across Roddick. The 35-year-old custodian was equal to it and keeps Birkenhead only 1 goal down. We know this Olympic side does create a lot of chances. But that probably won't be the last as Sinclair whips the ball into the far post. Pelezovic looks to find Randall, but he's swarmed by the red and white shirts. Burford looks to get out of the blue hole that he's in, and he wins a foul, much to the disappointment of Pelezovic, who's standing into that centre-back role for the injured Ben Mata. So far, the Olympic defence has been up to the task. The return of Justin Gully has bolstered it. Schnell beats Gully to that ball, but it's unable to bring it under control, and the header loops into the hands of the former Patrick Thistle keeper, Scott Basile. We'll be hoping for a quiet second half. The 28-year-old had a short stint over in Scotland where he played as a 19-year-old. Since then, he's been parked up in Wairarapa and Wellington since. He's had 2 clean sheets so far in the National League, and he'll be hoping for another one today. Looks like we have a change here. Curtis Hughes coming off for Levi Wilson, who's into the squad, and looks to be Everton O'Leary on as well. Birkenhead, so Coach Paul Hobson already doesn't like what he's seen in the second half and wants to make some changes to try and change the game. But Caelan Gould's made a breakthrough here and tries to curl it round, but the shot falls to Bazookas. Slashes at it, and it ends up in the bushes behind the goal. Another good chance for Olympic there. Caelan Gould able to beat Forrester. Tried to shape the ball into that top left-hand corner, but just shanked it a little. Looks like O'Leary's on that right-hand side for Birkenhead. And Levi Wilson joining Schnell up top there in the orange boots, number 11. Comes into the squad today after missing the clash against Auckland City, in for Alex Connor McLean. Here he is, putting some pressure on Justin Gully, showing strength, but his pocket's picked. And now Burford can strike, but Basile's up to it and swats the ball away in what is his first meaningful save of the afternoon. Caelan Gould can break out here, but it is fouled in the process by Bodika, who claims he got the ball, but that was a great save by Basile. The looping shot from Burford that we'll see here. Pocket was picked by Wilson, and Burford, it just falls nicely up for Burford, who could had it on target, but Basile was up to the task. 2 good shots on the volley here from both sides, setting the tone for the second half. Talked about Basile hoping for a quiet afternoon. If those shots keep coming in, he'll have a lot of work to do. He's going to keep his 3rd clean sheet for the season. They've given Birkenhead a bit of confidence. Sinclair looks to feed Gould, who's gotten away from Piper. He enters the box. Can he put a shot through? He can't. It's Forrester comes across and goes to ground to try and block the shot, and it's dribbled out for a goal kick. It's good high-risk play from Forrester there, who's on a yellow card. Bazooka's just getting a talking to. Calm things down. Gould and Forrester going at it again. Sinclair can't find Bazookas, and now Bodika goes on a centre-back run, links up with Wilson. Now swoops it out to Burford, lurking on the left-hand side here. Piper moves the ball out to the substitute, O'Leary. This ball just goes too far and Jorgensen can't keep it in. Here's O'Leary now, looking to put the ball in, but Myro gets in the way to prevent the cross. Jorgensen going to the line now. A scrap with DeMito. Shows his strength again and sees the ball out for a goal kick for Basile to start the attack again. Gully gets himself into a bit of a hole, but is able to play out of it. The ball falls to Wilson in the box. Burfoot looking to dink past Davenport Peterson, but Pelezovic does well to win the ball back and feeds Sinclair, who finds Gould in the middle, who turns. Has some space now to relax on the ball, but receives attention from Jorgensen, who picks his pocket and can get red and white back on the attack. Here he is now in the box, looks to turn Sinclair, but wasn't fooling him, and Sinclair can look for the long ball up to Bazookas to try find a run from him. Just since that shot from Burford, Birkenhead have grown into this game a little bit more. Injection of a bit of energy from Wilson off the bench as well, keeping the Olympic back three accountable. But now Olympic are on the break, as they so often are. Gould can run at Forrester. Goes inside of him, finds Bazookas in the middle, who goes for the shot, and it's a great save by Roddick. And Robus lets it go out for a corner. A great save by Roddick in goal there as Bazookas put his left boot through it. It's definitely on target. Roddick was able to palm it away out for a corner. That's what Olympic can do, though. We were just speaking about how Birkenhead were growing into the game, but on the break, they are deadly. The corner just eluding the Olympic players, and the defensive Birkenhead able to clip it out for a throw. They're back in the box, and Gould just leaves the ball behind after a lovely flick from Bazookas. Burford spending a lot of time out here on the left-hand side now. Looks to get things going. Davenport Peterson has time to try find Randall out on the left-hand side. He jigs inside and looks to shoot. The number 16 of Dylan Hobson stands strong. Stray foot from Jorgensen there on Hail Miriam, earning the foul, and Olympic look to get the ball moving quickly, and Bazookas is in the box, and Bodica has to think quickly and just taps it out for a corner. Bazookas looks to go short, but checks his run. What's the delivery like? It has to be dealt with by Birkenhead. Can't clear it away. But Wilson has a chance now. Ball's intercepted by Gully. He read that like a book. He's pulled down now. Another attempt for Burford to get things moving. And for Jorgensen. Feeds Wilson out on the left-hand side. Squares up to Hail Marion. Step over one. puts the ball into the box. It's dealt with well by DeMaito. And out for a corner. That's better from Birkenhead. Injection of Wilson really has added an extra element for them that they had been lacking in the first half. They'll be hoping to make another set piece count this time. Boddicker looking to make a run into the box. Falls to it. It's headed away. O'Leary puts the ball out wide for another delivery. It's not bad. The Olympic clear it away. Through Bazookas, helping out at the back. Big green man of Basileigh claims the ball. Gets it moving. Sinclair sees Randall and finds him almost perfectly, but Boddicker is quick to it and clears up the danger. The service from Sinclair there was spectacular. So too was the defence of Boddicker. Gully with a decision here. Calmly plays it back to his keeper. Another substitution here, this time for Olympic. Well, this is the luxury that a side like Olympic have. Number 32, Jonte Roibas, the goal scorer, coming off from the left-hand side, being replaced by Connor Gould. Another winger who shone against Kashmir Tech last week. It's almost a like-for-like replacement. He'll be looking to give the sub O'Leary a bit of work to do on that right-hand side. Birkenhead's defence. Gould was able to carve himself into Olympic history when he scored the winner in the final match versus Miramar to secure the Central League this season, and here he is on the ball now, looking to make another impact. That's a great ball across to Gould, whose touch is just a bit heavy. Tries to find Bazookas here. Sinclair! And it's headed away by Boddicker. Last-ditch defending from Birkenhead, keeping them in the game. Sinclair looks to bulge the net of Roddick. The transition play was beautiful again from Olympic, and here's the corner into the back post. Falls to Jorgensen. Wilson. Sam Bertha. Radar's off there, and Bazookas now can run. Hobson takes it wide, puts the ball across to Sinclair. The shot's blocked. Strong challenge there. Here's Randall. Bazookas into Randall, who finds Sinclair on his right foot and slots it into the top left-hand corner with an outstanding finish to put Olympic 2-0 up at Endeavour Park. The interplay was great, the touch was class, and the finish was better. The right foot from Jack Henry Sinclair, taking his tally this season to 3, and Olympics lead to 2. Another brilliant display from Olympic here. You just can't keep that man Sinclair out of the game. Birkenhead, after defending stoically and getting themselves almost back into this game, now with a bit of a mountain to climb. Well, you just can't give Jack Henry Sinclair that time and space, but the touch past the defender was just supreme. Fashioned that chance, put them 2-0 up, and here they are again. Randall charging forward, finds Gould. Can he make it 3? No. Forrester's across to snuff out the chance. When Olympic are in this mood, you have to worry for the Birkenhead defence now. Here they are, looking to fashion another chance. Gould. There he is, putting his foot through it, but Roddick is up to the task. Ball from Birkenhead player finds Sinclair instead of a red and white shirt. Davenport Peterson, just calm on the ball. Galen Gould back helping in defence. Well, the wind's really been knocked out of Birkenhead's sail here after they were starting to get a bit of a foothold in this match, but now with a lot of work to do, 2 goals to score, just as many as Olympic have conceded this whole season, which was here and in Devon Park in round 1. The long ball unable to find Jackson Woods there on the left-hand side. Davenport Peterson looking long again, looking to find the fresh legs of Connor Gould.
Come this way, come!
Bit of a rogue touch there from Sinclair, sees the ball go out play. It's a heavy touch there, enables Gould to get back on the ball. But that's loose as well, both teams just struggling for a bit of succinctness. But Chemies won't want Olympic to take their foot off the throat here. Let Birkenhead back into it. It's a good read there by Forrester. On the ball to Gould, but he ends up with it eventually. It's the ball on the turf. Oh, and a late challenge there from Dino Bodica. Draws the complaints from Wellington Olympic, and he trudges back to his defensive position. We'll see it here. Just leaves the foot in. Far too strong on Sinclair. The ball was well gone, and Bazookas tells him what he thinks. Just a bit of concern here being shown for Jack Henry Sinclair as well, clutching his left knee. Jack Henry Sinclair just wearing a bit of frustration, you imagine, from Bodica. The ref has brandished him with a yellow, didn't deem it to be anything worse, much to the complaints and continued complaints here of Olympic. Basilay coming out of his goal to tell him what he thought of that. Here's the goal from the start of the game, and Roibus with a ton of space and time to pick his finish, and that put them up 2-0, sorry, 1-0. Sinclair is back on his feet. He was the scorer of the second. Beautifully taken strike from just at the top of the box after pushing the ball past the defender to give him the space to slot the ball in the top left-hand corner. Nothing Roddick could do there. The good news is Sinclair is back up on his feet, whilst gingerly I think anybody watching this would think it a shame if we were deprived of seeing more of him today. Gould with a nice touch to turn away from the defender. This ball across the box. Can't find a blue shirt. This time Gould has fouled Piper, and you can hear the frustrations from the bench as they look to make a change here. Much like Andrew Crom is coming on for Jorgensen. Has looked to take the game by the scruff of the neck, Jorgensen has. And he's unable to get the purchase on it that he would have liked. Number 6 for Birkenhead United coming on the park, Miles Palmer. Corbin Piper fighting in the midfield. O'Leary. Here's the new man, Palmer. His cross unable to find a teammate, and Basilay finds Sinclair, who looks to get past Wilson, who has been good since he's come on. Here he is, in the orange boots. Finds Palmer. Piper turning away from Hale Merriam. Going on a great run here. Finds a Birkenhead player whose shot just goes wide. Looked good, looked the right shape from Schnell. Corbin Piper has looked good on the break for Birkenhead. Driving runs through the midfield. Unable to find a finished product. Gully. Peterson looked to find the run of Sinclair. Couldn't get it past the fence, and now Birkenhead with a bit of time. It's Burfoot who puts the ball across, but it's snuffed out by Pelezovic. Ball falling kindly to Burfoot there, who had time and space to find the cross and find Schnell in the middle, but Pelezovic was aware. Another set piece now for Birkenhead to try and get themselves back into this game. Just over 15 minutes to play. Ball up to the back post, and it's good, and it's off the post. From Andrew Crom with the header. It rattled the frame of the goal. climbed high over a big crowd of players. Just couldn't direct it into the back of the net. Mido playing out of the high press from Birkenhead. Hail Marion finds Randall out on that left-hand side. Zukas looked to get on the ball, but heavy touch. Took it into the feet of Bodica, who got the ball away. Have another substitution here coming up. Looks like Jesse Randall, that would be his last act of the game for number 22, Lucas Halikas. Number 19, Sam Matrakis. Coming onto the pitch as well there, number 19. Here was the chance again for Birkenhead at the back post. Crom climbed high and it just hit the top right-hand corner of that post. It looks like Matrakis is going to replace Hail Marion. He's put in another decent shift today in that midfield. Lucas Halikas with the throw here, finds Gould, get him away, and he leaves a defender in his dust, and he heads to the byline, tries to get the ball across, but Bodica's there to put it out for another corner. That low centre of gravity by Gould just leaves defenders in its dust, and his strength often leaves them on the turf as well. Olympic chance here to try and put this game to bed. It's a good delivery, and Roddick somehow ended up in the back of the net himself. He came out to try and disrupt that great ball in. Croatian custodian doing well to keep his side in this one. Gould looks to find the run of Sinclair. Bertha getting a push in the back there from Matrakis. Bodica looks to command his troops. Try and pull them back into this one. Looks long for Wilson, who's monstered at the back by Pelezovic. Here's Sinclair. Another strong challenge there. As Jackson Woods dispossessed. Bazookas now has some time and space in front of him. Looks to find Gould on the left-hand side. Links up with Bazookas again. Gould taken off the ball, and that'll be a free kick. Miles Palmer committing the foul there and earning himself his name in the book today. Chance here for Olympic to whip the ball in. Likes of Davenport Peterson and Bazookas waiting in the middle, but be surprised if there's a shot here. Gould going for the back post, and it ruffles the net. To cheers from some of the fans, but it's just hit the top of it. Here it is again. Good looking shot. Roddick was letting it go over the top. When you're 2-0 up, you can't afford to do it, but Olympic, I think, would be happy to put a third in the net to really put this game to bed and increase their goal difference in this league, which could become crucial towards the end of the season, and who makes that top two. Birkenhead look to find a goal of their own here. Blue wall is there again, and Bazookas is unleashed by Gould. Looking to get himself on the score sheet here. But it's Andrew Crom who comes across and blocks the shot of the current leading goal scorer, Gianni Bazookas. Again, from defence to attack in the blink of an eye. As Birkenhead have to push now in this last 10 minutes. If they're to get a foothold and try and get themselves back into this one. Caelan Gould taking his time with this corner now. Playing short to Sinclair, and Gould wraps his foot around it. It's booted out. Harlekas checks back, and Gully finds the first touch for Mitrakis. Ball into Gould. It's him go to the corner. Oh, he plays himself out of that hole pretty easily and puts it into the box, and here's a chance for Sinclair. And a sigh of relief for the Birkenhead defence, who gave it to quite possibly the person you would not want the ball on that situation. Sinclair's shot tame enough to get away and not trouble Roddick's goal. But another corner here for Olympic. Ball comes into the near post. Aimed for Davenport Peterson, but it's cleared away. Wilson dances past one, but can't beat another. Piper's back there working hard to try and win the ball back, but he's swarmed by blue shirts. And here's Sinclair. Finds Gould, who shapes onto his right foot. And it's smothered by Roddick. The angle just got too tight there for Gould, and he's unhappy with himself. But Olympic just creating more and more pressure here. You feel it might be a third incoming. How's the cross? It's not bad. Ball's headed away, but it's out again to Gould, who goes past the number 3 of Jackson Woods. He's had a lot to deal with during that, and he's given away a penalty here now. The ball seemed to be passed. Defender, but he left a foot in on Gould, and it looks like one of the Birkenhead players has said something to the ref, Corey Mills, and earned himself a yellow card too, and now Olympic have the chance to go 3-0 up here. Looked like the foul was a bit unnecessary there from Jackson Woods, who's had a tiresome day trying to look after his left-hand side. Here's Gould over the ball now. How is it? It's blazed over the bar. And a potential lifeline there for Birkenhead. A bad penalty there from Gould, who had the opportunity to put them 3 goals up and earn them the 3 points. And now Piper's looking to break forward to try punish them immediately. It's cleared away, and here's Gould, who will equally be trying to make amends. Finds Gall on the left-hand side, who can look to charge in the box. He puts it across to try and find Bazookas. It's intercepted out and cleared away. You'd back Caelan Gould in that situation to bury that penalty chance, but just seemed to get far too under it. Nestled it into the bushes as opposed to the back of the net. Burford. Some great work from Sam Matrakis, who's come on in the second half to dispossess him and get his team back on the front foot. He's found Sinclair out on the right, who's running at the Birkenhead defence. Bazookas looked to set up Gould, but seemed indecisive, and here's Gould. Strike goes wide, and another chance for Olympic to try and put this game to bed. Schnell looking to link up with Wilson. Palmer. Gives Wilson a bit of work to do. Gets past Gully, but only finds Pelezovic in the middle. Halakias with a nice one too, but he goes to ground in the challenge there, but it's a fair one. DeMiro's pushed off the ball. You don't often see that. The strength comes through at the end and is able to shield it. Here's Gould looking to gallop down that left-hand side, but the ball just strays out of play. Not much time left in this one. You think if Birkenhead are to get back into it, they need to score shortly. Not with balls like that, they won't. Everton O'Leary's wandered over to the left-hand side here. New Zealand under-19 Oceania champion. Played in 5 games over in Tahiti and scored 1 goal. Another young player in this Birkenhead side. Piper goes in strong on Davenport Peterson. He's deemed to have fouled the midfielder. But it's squaring up there. Just 3 minutes to play in this one, plus added time. Basilay looking to find Gould. Tries to get the ball under his spell. Here he is now. Finds Bazookas. Back to goal. Can't pick out another blue shirt. Here's Everton O'Leary. Streaming past Davenport Peterson, who keeps hustling. Goes to ground. Can't find it. O'Leary stayed strong. Hit of Gully and digs the ball across goal, but Bazookas is back defending. Jackson Woods gave away the penalty just before. Blazed over the bar by Gould. Sam Burfoot back deep, trying to play general. Long ball to try find Schnell up against Gully, who's kept it in his pocket for most of today. Giving the man a chance. Here's Burfoot. Looking to find the back post, and it's another great save by Basilay. Goal, the ball from Burfoot was beautiful. He could spot a player at the back post there. Was able to get a hit on it and almost loop it over of Basilay, but Takes more to beat the 28-year-old there. That would have made the last few minutes interesting. And here's another strike across. The deflection would have had a few of the Olympics players' hearts in their mouths. It falls harmlessly wide, but out for a corner. Birkenhead applying some pressure late here to try and set up an exciting last couple of minutes. Here's the set piece. Ball's nice and the hit is good and the save is great. Basile again up to the task. Late in this one. The ball was good, the header was on target. The big left mitt of Basile turned it over. He's got another one to deal with here. Ball's good again. Connor Gould takes it down and is able to pump it upfield. Caelan Gould to chase, but they'll just be relieved it's further away from their goal. Those are two outstanding saves from Basile late on in this one. Keep his clean sheet intact. Long ball again. Some of the players that have stayed up there from the corner. Burfoot gets past Gould and finds Schnell, who finds Crom at the top of the box. Palmer that was. And ball falls harmlessly to Basile. We'll look to chew up a bit more time. Basile finding Bazookas as the target man. Gould's floated out onto the right-hand side there. Being told to leave it here just to soak up a bit more time. There doesn't seem to be any urgency from the Olympic players to get this game back underway. Again, we apologise for any language that might be coming through the comm system here. Davenport Peterson. Gould turns his defender. They stay strong. You have to think chances potentially gone here from Birkenhead to get themselves back in this one. As we enter into the final minutes of this one, you have to think this has been another commanding display from Wellington Olympic as they nail on their title credentials here. Birkenhead look to get one back late. Burfoot has been good today, but just hasn't been able to find that final product that would ruffle the back of the net. Basile, he too has been strong in goal. Can't be too much time left in this one. Thought that might have been the final whistle, but in fact a foul throw late in this one. Perhaps the last long ball there from Birkenhead defence to try and find Burfoot, but ball trickles out harmlessly for a goal kick. Another solid display at the back from the Olympic defence without their main man, their leader, Ben Mata. Here's Bazookas in the box. He finds Gould, who's trying to put the icing on the cake here, but Birkenhead defence has been there to get deflections away. Stop this game becoming a bit of a blowout. I think there'll just be a bit of... And there's the final whistle. And 2 goals from Wellington Olympic, and another solid defensive performance gives them the 3 points in this big match against Birkenhead and puts Wellington Olympic on top of the National League table. Here, let's have a look at the highlights. And it was within 2 minutes that Jonty Roybus was able to go through on goal and slot it past Roddick to put Olympic 1-0 up. Chances for Jesse Randall, who was almost able to place that in the bottom corner. Birkenhead had a lot of set pieces, but were unable to put any on target, and Burford slashed at that one and went wide. And Gould found a ball to Randall, and the save from Croatian custodian Roddick kept Birkenhead in this one. Burford had a chance, and that was just one of a few standout saves from Basile. Bazookas drew a great one from Roddick there. Well, here was the second goal, and the touch from Jack Henry Sinclair and the strike to match put them 2-0 up. And late on, Birkenhead rattled the post. Connor Gould went for a strike. Here was the penalty miss from Caelan Gould, which he blazed over the bar. Birkenhead tried to put the pressure on late and drew that brilliant save from Basile, which was followed up from the resulting corner with that stunner that tipped it over the bar and kept his clean sheet intact. There was a lot of feeling in this one. A few yellow cards, some strong challenges. But Wellington Olympic walk away as winners 2-0 against Birkenhead United and put them on top of the pile of the National League. Join us for more games tomorrow. Auckland City in action against Napier City Rovers, who they'll be trying to reclaim their top position, but for now, it's the Greeks on top in the National League. I've been Sean Hogan. Thanks so much for joining me.